Welcome back. We've been gone for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Derek.
Chris.
The R.D.C. show. We're back, baby.
Yep. We're going to try to reinvent this a little bit, make it a little different for you guys, but about the same. But yeah, you guys will see it. New and improved.
Hopefully you didn't miss us too much. We're back. We got a lot of things to talk about. Then we'll get right started. I think my main man Derek here had some topics on gas prices, and let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah, I do. I was just some things because we haven't talked to you guys in a while, so we sort of got some, accumulative data because the stuff's been going on for a while. Let me get this situated here.
I'm sure everybody out there is tired of paying these high prices for gas because supposedly, what is it? Some refineries are down.
Yeah, going down. Excuse me a minute.
But I'm not really buying that too much. I think it's just people sitting around a room wanting to say how much money you want to make today. Let me just push a button.
Well, where's the pen at here? I don't know what I did with my pen. Sorry, everybody. I got stuff being moved. There it is. Alright. We can cut that out if need be, but we can keep going.
No,
if you guys want to hear it, we're just getting back. We just getting back.
They got to see the real show.
Yeah. Well, I've been accumulating some, just in our local paper here. They basically tell us, usually every couple weeks or so at least, on what the barrel of gas is, per barrel. And it's averaging, the last few months, it's averaging around 90 to about 98. And, and it's just crazy because I remember back when we first got that $4 a gallon, and it was, what was it a barrel? It had to be like 140?
120.
I think it was like 117, I remember.
Yeah,
not
okay.
That high anyway.
Yeah.
It probably got higher than that.
So it's like, okay, so why are we paying still $4 a gallon when it's like $20 a barrel cheaper? Well, how do we let this happen?
It's an arbitrary number, Why do we still have the 9/10 of a cent on the
right?
Or, what the hell is that supposed to be?
Yeah, it's another tenth of a cent.
It's another penny.
All it is some guy sitting around a room deciding how much money you want to make today, Walter. Let's say let's crank it up to about $1 billion. Gas goes up 40 cents.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes no sense, people.
In a minute.
And the thing is, the gas that they're giving us at that particular point in time, they did not buy for the price that's there that day.
Yeah.
They bought it for the price it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're still charging you more.
Yeah. See, there was a place up where my dad used to live, and they would buy gas. I'm not, from whoever they bought it from, but it was that price until that tank or whatever was gone. And then it would change the next time they bought gas.
Yeah, that's how it used to be.
How do we let it make it so they can change that on an hourly basis?
I don't know, man. Seafood's that way, man.
Seafood is too, isn't it? Yeah.
Like this crab's done been caught a week ago or whatever. Or
See, it's the name of the show, America. You need to wake up.
Yeah, wake up.
You need to wake up and realize.
But the thing is, though, we're really trying to say, though, is we need to get away from oil. Because this is ridiculous.
It is.
They are just using us.
We don't realize that 90% of everything you use on a daily basis, not just your car, but everything you touch has oil in it. Why did they do that? They did that because they're smart. They put it in everything. They took things like natural fibers and natural oils out of things and put tar in it because they knew once you were addicted to it, you would have to have it.
And it was cheaper.
And once you have it, it's like a crackhead. It gives you that first rock the first time as a gift.
Right.
Take it. Once you smoke it, your ass is coming back for more, and you're gonna pay.
Yep.
And pay and pay, and that's what oil did to us.
Yeah,
is that it's cheaper to make plastic out of oil than it is natural fibers like hemp. It's cheaper to make rope out of oil than it is natural fibers. Anything, dude. Plastic, oil, gas, flags. I mean, any fiber you touch, this table, the wood, everything is made with oil.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't
they
make
did
any
that.
sense.
They started at the beginning by making you fall in love with oil and selling it to you cheap.
Did you notice
the
newest thing they're trying to do? with vehicles, they were talking about compressed natural gas as an alternative fuel.
Yeah.
You know, but now they're talking about doing hydrogen, which I guess if you're going to burn something, I would probably burn hydrogen. You know, but they want to make all these.
Let's just everybody drive around with a bomb.
Yeah, hydrogen
that's
is
what
pretty
they say.
explosive.
But they said that though.
Stupid,
but it's like
stupid. I seen a chick eating a bowl of cereal driving a car. Do I want her driving a hydrogen car doing that? Hell no.
they can be made safe. That's just what the gasoline company wants you to believe. What the hell are you driving around right now? Are you telling me that's not a bomb?
Do you honestly? Oh, it is. But do you honestly have faith they would make the car safe? It's not making things safe.
You would hope so.
Making things safe in America does not make them cheap. Yeah. Making things shitty makes them cheap, and that's how these corporations make all their money. They sell you junk they need to buy over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Look at phones. Every year they're coming out with a phone that makes your old phone look shitty. People are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy new phones all the time.
Oh,
it's like they have the power to give you the best phone that you could ever have right now. But why would they give it to you all at once?
Yeah.
And it's that way with cars. You think they're going to give you a good car? If you're buying a Ferrari that's a hydrogen car, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty good. But if you're buying some fucking cheap ass, like say a fucking, trying to think of one of them old crappy cars.
Chevette?
Yeah, Chevette or what was that thing the dad used to drive?
That's the illusion that
Maverick.
Everybody, they're going to tell you it's just like the electric car. The electric cars that they make, you look at the Chevy Volt, it looks okay, but it still looks kind of, I don't know.
It looks like a car.
It's kind of like a homely style, if you will.
Yeah.
It's not a good looking car.
I don't know. I don't think they look too bad. You don't like them?
It's ugly as fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
it's better
the reason that they don't have success with the electric car market is because it's simply not pursued.
I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think the electric is all that good.
Look, people in America are
stupid.
You think
it is?
Yes.
Yeah, the battery?
Dude, the dude in California that made that fucking electric car that could do 200 miles an hour and go 100 miles between charges.
Oh, that ain't too bad.
I mean, when you don't got to pay $60 to fill up your car all the time.
About. I mean, but
dude, electric cars, man, come on.
You could use electric and solar, though, couldn't you?
I don't think solar. Right now, we don't have the technology to harness and
we can't harness solar. I thought They
have electric cars. They have a solar race every year.
Yeah,
and
University of Michigan
usually wins.
Wins that shit a lot.
Yeah.
Go blue.
But those cars are not something that you could drive on the road.
You could. See, the problem is people
don't want it to. Think about that car being on the road with a Toyota, with a Chevy.
But if everyone had one,
right?
Yeah, if everybody had one.
But they're all just prototypes. They're not like real things, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that race is just a basic.
It proves that it can be done, but you would have to, how big would the car have to be?
Cars, solar power. Oil in this country is like guns. They're hooked on it. They love it, and they'll never give it up, even when it kills them. That's Americans for you, plain and simple.
One thing I'd like to know is for anybody down in the Southwest right now.
How you guys handling that heat?
Is global warming real, or is it?
Global warming?
How long do you got left?
Let me tell you the story, dude. I was laughing. I was cracking up. I was on delivery at the job, and these two old ladies, who I know are staunch Republicans and conservatives and love Rush Limbaugh and that, we're talking about the weather patterns. And I know these women starkly listen to Rush, and they do not believe in global warming. They think it's a hoax. But yet I heard these two old ladies say, man, it was cold, it was hot that one day, and then it was cold the next, last week.
Yeah.
And they're talking, and I wanted to slap both of them, but I was working, so I can. And plus, they were old ladies in public. I wouldn't hit them anyway. But it was like, don't you see what's right in front of your face? They said the weather's not the same. And the one lady tells the other lady, it hasn't been the same for the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah. It's always different.
Yeah. I wonder why. It's probably got a lot to do with that way we do what we do with oil too. Shit,
the problem is like they talked on the Bill Maher's Real Time. Bill Maher, it's too late. I mean, we have fucked the planet beyond. And mankind won't wake up. People don't, see what's right in front of their face. Tornadoes wiping out fucking whole cities.
Yeah.
Like every week down there.
Stand on the ground for like 50 minutes.
129 degree days for 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Sure, And then in our part of the country, you have like fucking hot. And when I was growing up, summer was hot, pure. It was started hot and stayed hot.
Yeah.
Last year we had the drought, but before the drought, you have what you have this summer. You have really hot days, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, here I am wearing a hoodie in July, or waking up covered in blankets because I left my windows open. It was 90 degrees last night. I wake up, I can see my breath in the morning.
It's fucking 60, 50.
Global warming doesn't mean that the planet gets hot. That was the problem that people had when they tried to sell that topic. They tried to say global warming.
No,
but what it is, it's climate change is what it is.
If you raise the temperature of the ocean like 1 degree, you're going to change up a whole.
And people, just because it's not hot where you are or it's cold where you are, pay attention to the science of global warming. They've always told you the planet will be hot, but you will also have erratic, crazy weather changes on a daily basis. And do we not see that in today's country, today's world?
You know what?
And still, we go to the gas pump and we pump it in $4 at a time.
A lot of people better think Antarctica, man, for real. Because I've seen this thing on Antarctica, and it shows. They showed this model on how cold it is, and the like rust of the heat in the Earth, and it showed every year Antarctica grows like ice. Like a shitload of acres of ice every year, and then every year it dissipates, and it happens every year, dude. It was a very interesting episode I seen. It was WK, it was Nova, the Nova channel, or episode.
WKR.
Yeah, it was a very, very good show. But it showed, that a lot of shit is changing in our climate. Yeah, it's not looking really good.
Keep paying ridiculous prices for a fossil fuel that we do not need. We do not need it.
There's so many alternatives. And the thing is, if we started using the alternatives, we could heal the planet. And the planet would be fine for
Thermal
decades.
energy from the planet is enough to supply
sometime.
all of mankind's needs. Everything.
Yeah, look at
Ireland. It can
Ireland.
replace jets. It can replace...
Not Ireland, my bad. Iceland. Iceland has run off the world's heat forever.
Colorado has enough energy underneath it to supply energy to the entire nation.
And people, this whole fracking
Stop
thing,
drilling holes in the ground for that and start drilling them for... You don't want to put all the oil workers out of work? No, I don't either. Make them drill fucking geothermal wells.
Right.
They got expertise in it. They'll be the best person to do it.
Exactly. They'll transition.
We just need to move from this energy source, which is finite. And one thing about gas prices, and this is like when it comes to the price of gas, why is it so expensive? Because it takes a tremendous amount of energy to get the gas to where it is.
Right.
You gotta fucking drill it out of the ground, collect it, ship it, refine it, ship it again, and then it goes to the consumer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of energy. I think you were just about to get to that part about fracking.
I was gonna say fracking. Stay away from it. That is bad. That is not good for the world. People, we have no idea what the hell they're doing.
It takes 200 semi-truckloads to dig one fracking well. It takes, they put all kinds of chemicals, and I have never seen the placards before that are on those trucks. Have you seen the well drilling, the fluid trucks? What the fuck does that mean? No. The skull with a 7 on it?
It means don't touch that water, dude. That's what fracking is so bad, because the water they shoot into the ground to break the crust
the one that's reactivity placard. You got the reactivity placard, the corrosive placard, the flammable placard, but what the fuck is the skull?
The skull means don't touch that shit because you're going to die. Poison.
That shit's on the freeway all the time. Yeah, for them wells.
Nobody will care till one of those trucks breaks open and kills everybody on the road. Right. Then all of a sudden America will go, man, maybe this stuff ain't so good. Yeah. Americans, you are stupid people.
It doesn't matter how much fucking gas is in shale gas. We don't want it. Yeah. You don't understand what that does.
He's not calling you stupid. You're just uninformed. Just listen to us.
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh likes to talk about the uninformed.
Do you really think you could pump poisonous chemicals down there thousands of gallons at a time and not have anything bad happen to it? It's not going to leach into the groundwater? Yep. Just one bad well in the Saginaw Aquifer can ruin the water for everybody in Michigan.
Yeah, Gasland has the second one coming out too.
Yeah,
Gasland too. He went around because The conservatives came out with their video, which countered Gasland. So Gasland guy went back and followed them right along and talked to all the people they did, and they're like, they didn't tell you that their water's on fire. They didn't tell you that their kids are dying. They didn't tell you that their horses died, their cows died. Because once you infest the natural water, people, you can never get it out.
Can't get it out.
And what do we need? No. What is more important to humans than get the most important thing in the world?
Water.
Water and oxygen.
And
if we pollute all of the clean water that we use to drink and all the sources that created it,
automatically.
Game over, people.
You got about 4 days without drinking water. 4 days.
Over.
Think about it.
Before you die.
And the bad thing is our drinking water is already polluted.
You can go longer than that. Actually, you can go for a long time.
Yeah.
Depends on
my big ass would outlast you guys.
Be drinking my own pee.
Well, whatever. There's some people that survive longer periods than that, but it's rare.
Hey, Bear Grylls did that in one of his episodes. He's
you get about 3 minutes without air, about 3 days without water.
Yeah.
Well, you might make it about 3 weeks without food, or But
I guess it depends on the environment too.
Yeah.
One of the other things I was going to say about the natural heat of the planet. Nobody in this country, with the heat that's under the crust, like he talked about, Christopher did, digging down there and bringing that heat up, nobody in this country should be paying $400 a month to keep their house warm to the gas companies.
And then paying $4
people should not freeze to death. I know it makes me sound like a socialist, but I believe this world, mankind has to come together and look out for each other and not always make a dollar.
For real.
The world is not about, life is not about making a dollar.
No, the entire government is though.
Well, exactly.
Everywhere.
It's a profit-driven business of its own.
It's mankind.
It's
mankind's greed. Dude, you know if the apocalypse happened today, people, your neighbors would bust in your door to shoot you to take your last loaf of bread, because mankind has that embedded in their DNA. They are ruthless, vile creatures. And they all pray to God, but none of them act like it. None of them follow what they preach. And more of the people that preach to you the most, those are usually the ones that are the worst people.
Right? They seem to be. The ones that
don't
push
beg for forgiveness if you have nothing to be forgiven for.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, folks, I think that was a good first topic. I guess we'll be back with another one. Peace.
Peace.